all, Courtney Roulston here. As some of you may already know, I am a lover of all things seafood. I spent many years growing up catching fish in our family tinny on the Shoalhaven River, putting in crab pots and twisting my ankles into the sand up at 7 Mile Beach on the New South Wales South Coast. I am absolutely thrilled to have teamed up with the Aquaculture Stewardship Council, otherwise known as the ASC, and the Marine Stewardship Council, otherwise known as the MSC, to bring you guys some easy, sustainable seafood recipes that you can recreate at home. Hopefully these recipes give you guys a little bit of fish-spiration to make future-friendly choices when you're purchasing your seafood, as we want to ensure a future full of fish for many generations to come. I'll be using these beautiful Gulwa pipis to make for you now my black pepper pipis. These pipis are sustainably hand harvested from the pristine waters of South Australia's Coorong National Park. These are one of my favourite things to eat. They're like little sweets from the ocean. So let's get on with this recipe. We're going to start by opening up our pipi packet. So these come live, and with them you always want to make sure you look out for the bluefish tick. So this is the MSC bluefish tick, and if you see this tick on your seafood, you'll know that your seafood is coming from fisheries and farmers that are doing the right things by our ocean. And with our pipis, you can see now they're all closed up, and as we cook them, they're going to open up and take on all of our black pepper sauce and become absolutely delicious. Now I've got the pipis out of the packet that they've come in. I'm just going to set them aside. I've got a wok on really hot, and I've got some rice noodles here that have just been refreshed in some cold water. These are going to be a lovely crispy base to go under the pipis. So hot wok, get plenty of oil into the wok, and we're going to cook the noodles just in batches until they're crispy. That is our last crispy rice cake out of the wok. So I'm just going to set them aside. Now I've repeated that process 5 or 6 times to give us a nice base for the pipis. Keep the wok on a heat, nice high heat. Get some more oil in there. And now we can go in with some aromatics, or your classic Chinese aromatics we've got here. Julienne ginger. In here I've got some chili, garlic, coriander stems. I'm just going to pop them in our wok and get them frying off. Give them a toss around. Our aromatics are smelling delicious. On to the star of the show, which is some fresh peppercorns. I've got about a tablespoon of peppercorns in the mortar and pestle, and I've just crushed them up. Crushing them up fresh makes all the difference. We can now pop the pipis in with our aromatics. So I've got 1 kilo of our beautiful Gulwa pipis. Just pop them in. All right, what you'll notice with the pipis is you can see them opening up, and as soon as they're opened, that means we can go in with the rest of our ingredients. But all of that natural juice, taste of the ocean is in the wok, and that helps them steam open. So a good tablespoon of our crushed up fresh black pepper. I've got some oyster sauce, lovely, salty and savory. Some soy sauce, about a tablespoon. A little bit of smokiness from some sesame oil, and just to balance everything up, you could use some sugar, or I'm using some honey. Give that a toss through. So a few final flurries now that the pipis have opened. I've got a green shallot that I've just cut into some battens. That can go in, it's really lovely and savoury. And this is what gives us that lovely glossy sauce. I've got a mixture of corn flour and water, and just pop that in, and that will mix with all of our aromatics and give us a lovely glossy sauce. These are looking fantastic. I'm going to turn the wok off, and the best thing about seafood is, for anyone that doesn't cook it all the time, it cooks really quickly. You get a really healthy, fast, fresh meal on the table in no time at all. So our pipis can go straight onto our crispy noodle cakes. Then, before I plonk these down on the table, I simply garnish with some coriander sprigs. And that is it. For me, that is just a big platter of yum. I cannot wait to dive into these. These are one of my favorite all-time things to eat. That is my sustainable Gulwa black pepper pipis. Make sure you look out for the ASC green labels and the MSC bluefish tick next time you're purchasing your seafood. You'll not only enjoy delicious seafood to cook with at home, but you'll be making sure our oceans are looked after for many, many generations. Enjoy.